Hello everybody, it's me again. Welcome back to another video. This is MUTATE, a brand new reverse bullet hell vampire survivors brotato type thingy-mabob, and it's quite fun. It's has a little bit of a twist. So if you'd like to follow me into the character selection, now I've not unlocked any other characters yet. I've only had one round on this while I picked up how the game worked. So basically, you select your little character guide, which is pretty standard. Let's just go through to the stage number 1, or stage 0 even. And so far you think, yep, this looks pretty roguelike-y. So we have a very short first round of 20 seconds. So yeah, this looks like Vampire Survivors, it looks like Brotato, it looks like Rogue Janissa and all these other games. And you'd be right, it is. It's very much like that. You collect your little doodads, and then at the end of your round, you pick your new upgrade. But this is where things get a little bit more complicated. So whereas you're not just picking an item which you then just level up, or pick from a list of things which just go onto a stack, you're actually building your weapons and your build, if that makes sense, as opposed to just collecting them. So whatever I've got to start with, I will show you currently. So this is what I've got coming out the grip. I think this is just the standard for this character. So you start with Spine of the White Fox, which moves into Tentacle of the Puber. That's it. So the way this works is you have a body part, and then you have an organ that attaches to it. So, for instance, we have a spine at the moment, which is Spine of the White Fox, and when you put this in the first slot, it will make whatever's on the right side, it will give boosts or whatever to the organ that you've got on the right side of it. So, at the moment, this thing does 1 second activation, efficiency 120%. And while that's in there, I can attach to this thing a tentacle, a limb, a gland, or an offspring. This is a tentacle, so this can attach to the right side of this. And that's how this works. So this thing fires off once every second, and it has an efficiency of 120%. So at the moment, we can only add one extra thing because the tentacle doesn't go any further. So I could swap the tentacle out for this one. It doesn't have any vessels, so yeah, I can stop there. That also stops there. The nerve of the boxer. So this one, activate the right side organ while the left side organ hits any target. So this is where you start chaining things up. So this guy here. So if I put this in the first slot, anything that's attached to it, when that does its damage, it will then trigger off the following organ attached to it. So let's take this now, and let's take limb of the skeleton, just to show you how this works. Okay, so currently we've got one item here. It does have a vessel. So if I was to then put this into here, drop that into there. So how this works is this fires off into every 1 second. Yeah, so whenever this hits something, this triggers. Does that make sense? So like the way this works, so we'll go through this again. This here has frequency of 1 second, which means this thing here will fire off 1 second. This thing here activates when this thing hits something. So when the right side, activate the right side organ when the left side organ hits the target. So whenever this thing shoots and hits something, this thing here will then attack. And we can see that in action if we go to the test chamber. So that then fires off out of the back of it. And that's kind of the basics of how this works. Now, my description probably wasn't the best, but you can see how it can get pretty complicated quickly. So at the moment, this is just going in a straight line. Now, most of these vessels you pick up can have a one or a double, so they can split off into 2 different directions like this. So obviously I've not got anything yet. I will now play another round. I don't think I've got enough culture to buy anything. No, I don't. Lols. So this will now hit something and do some extra damage. It's not so great early on because there's not really enough enemies for it to really be that useful. But I will pick up as much of this stuff as I can. A few more seconds to go. Come on, you monkeys. Right, here we go. So, Tentacle of the Starfish is another damage. It's a blue one, so there's 3 types of rarities. There's the grey, blue, and then there's gold. So think of them as just like better versions of it. So I'm going to take this because it's a better version. I still haven't found another double yet, which is a bit alarming. But I can take another spine. So let's... what can I purchase here? It's going to be much use. Movement speed makes sense. I'll purchase that now. Get an early movement speed in. Okay, so this can come out. So this one has another vessel. So I plug this in, it can now extend it. So the little circle underneath is how many slots it has. This one has no slots, so you put that at the end of the chain when you don't want to expand it any further. Okay, so this is the same. So when this hits something, it triggers whatever this does. So this one fires multiple projectiles in a circle when activated. Interesting. Makes sense. So we put this one in here. And then this one. This one won't help us, unfortunately. So actually that kind of stops the chain because this one can't be plugged into the circle slot. So actually this one is not good enough. So never mind. Okay, that doesn't work out for us, but that's fine. We have got a new weapon which we can test out, which is what we're going to do right now. So let's see what this one does. So when this one hits, it fires off in multiple directions, which is fucking awesome. I can't see if they're going... And they looks like they have piercing as well. So damage isn't great, but you are hitting a lot of enemies. And your little initial yellow projectile does a bit more damage as well. So hopefully I'll pick up a splitter so I can just show you, you know, how ridiculous it can get. What's that there? Yeah, they drop body parts as you go. So that's only another single, so that doesn't really help. Right, am I going to get anything? Let's try this guy. Okay, here we go. So here's the splitter, and it's the blue type, so that's good. Not sure I particularly want any of these necessarily. Okay, so I'm going to swap out. Oh, this I don't think can go here, can it? That doesn't matter. Right, so this nerf here is going to go. We're going to put this one in instead. So now, when we get to here, it splits off. So now, when this hits this, it will then trigger this one and this one here. So let's go. These are both the same. So let's do double up on that. And this one has this one doesn't have an extra vessel. This one does. But let's just see what this looks like. So this one fires off 2 of those spinning projectiles every time my yellow target hits. Kind of cool. And it does a lot more damage than the last one, which is kind of interesting. But what if I was to put this here? That gives me another doodad to work with. So I could then put this here again. So this will then, whenever this hits something, this will then trigger the next item, which I don't think I can actually place in here because these can't be linked together. But you can see where things are going, right? If I was to put this spine in here, can I add this to this one and this to this one? Okay, I can't add that one to that one because I haven't got enough capacity yet. I need to upgrade that. That's fine. So activate right side organ periodically. So this one is not affected by anything here. So this one just goes off by itself out of the spine. So it's in, like, I'm assuming in my direct field of view. But it only happens off the back of this, I do believe. So it goes... Where are we? So this yellow guy fires off periodically. When it hits an enemy, it splits off into one of these and to one of these. And then when this one fires, it then periodically shoots off this thing as it's flying through the air. And it's 0. So it's quite fast activation, and this does 23 damage. So let's just have a look to see if that makes sense. Yeah, so you can see now it's flying out of the purple markers all over the place. Absolute carnage. And whichever enemy, wherever the enemies are facing, that's where it's going to hit. So let us run into battle and see how this works. it's doing some pretty big damage. I'm liking this so far. Squooshy scooch. So this is like a... It's not quite a boss. It's like a little sub-boss thing. A bit more tanky, but he drops like a... Not sure if it's a double XP or 10 times XP or something along those lines. So as you can see at the moment, my build is... The damage is fine. The enemies are dying, but they're dying way far away from me to the point where I'm struggling to pick up the experience. This guy should drop... Yeah, drop a mutation and a bigger XP drop. Yeah, so you can see like you're trying to plan things ahead, but it doesn't always work as you'd think. So, I mean, I've got those now. I think you can recycle them as well. Oh, I just skipped by accident. I'm not sure why I just picked. Take you. And how much culture have I got? 200 now. So I definitely want to do pickup range. I want to do HP and, you know, base damage up 100. Right, so here we go. So I'm thinking I'm going to reorganize some of this. So I think I want to put this here and I want to put that there. So I'm just going all in on these weird tentacle guys. So this fires off whenever this hits something, which then triggers off this, which then periodically fires off more of this. So this is just like pow, 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 pow. So the efficiency on this is a green line, I do believe. So it's not as good as it's further away from the brain, right? If I was to put this in here, efficiency is way higher, so it would probably make all these things better. Let's see what happens. So this does much, much faster activations. This does slower activations, but the efficiency goes way up. So now... no, I'm not sure if that did anything or not. It's hard to tell. I'm still learning all the ropes. I thought that's how that worked. Like, the further away from the brain it went, the worse they get, I do believe. So having 71% efficiency means... Yeah, not so good. Also, I need to take that out, don't I? Which one's the worst one? That one, by far. Okay. Right, let's see what happens next. Oh yeah, this is cool. So I'm getting like a double burst of squishy lasers and then followed by whatever these spinning circles are. And it does seem to be doing some pretty good damage. Nice. So I just need to keep pushing. Oh, fuck. Just need to keep pushing forward and try and get as much XP as I can to make sure I survive this final round. Oof. That guy was good. Oh, that's a blue one. So blue's good. I've not seen any gold ones yet, but I think I'm a bit too early on for that. Okay, these spinny circles aren't great because they seem to just be missing a lot of the enemies. Ouch. Okay, so I got this guy, better efficiency, operates right side periodically. This guy I remember being pretty good. Okay. Nerve Raptor has and it splits as well. Efficiency 152% is also pretty good. I mean, I'll take this. I don't particularly want these, so I'll take them. So we've got 351. I haven't quite got enough to upgrade my brain capacity yet. So should I take cell duplication chance? Yes. That'll help me with picking things up. Right, okay, so we're going to rebuild from the ground up. So nerve can't go right in the start. So it's either a spine. I think it has to be a spine until I unlock some new starting points, because I think that's all I've got is currently spines and nerves. That's all I've got currently. So if I try this guy, frequency is pretty good. So I pick this guy, and then I'm going to choose this guy as my first one. So periodically, 0.7 seconds, I fire a self-surrounding projectile when activated. So good. And then if I put in nerve into here, which then activate when this thing hits. So activate the right side organ, left side deals critical strike. Hang on, activate the right side organ while the left side organ deals. Okay, so when this hits... Okay, I'm not sure when this one activates because it doesn't... It just says activate the right side while the left side deals critical strikes. Oh, so this side does a critical strike, it activates the right side as well. Not sure. Let's put this one in instead. What's this one do? Activate the right side organ while left side hits any target. So put this one in here. So when this hits a target, then this triggers off again. So let's try putting in... That was the one that was doing the weird circle thing. So I don't necessarily want that. Even though I haven't really got much else to do. So if I put this one in here, I've got 4 slots left. So let's just do... I know they're not the best in terms of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll have these spinning things flying around, and then there'll just be projectiles flying everywhere. Potentially. I like the sound of this. Let's give it a go. So whenever this guy hits something, they fire off. Okay. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. It could be because my critical strikes aren't triggering very often. Okay, well again, we'll look into this. It's all about learning the builds and what they do. Could also be a problem because this is getting a little bit hairy now. Maybe those projectiles aren't as good as I need them to be. Oh, it does seem to be doing a heck of a lot of damage though. Things are melting. That could be the critical strikes. Oh yeah, I'm seeing the little yellow symbols next to the numbers popping up. That's probably the crits. So maybe that's why I'm melting these enemies at times. So we just stand still. Because this stuff is kind of surrounding me. Oh yeah, this is great. This is actually a little bit better. You just have to stand still and then let them do all the work. Right, let's grab all this before the time runs out. That's a blue spine I just saw. Pretty decent. So, frequency is not as fast, but the efficiency is way higher. Interesting, okay. I don't really want any of these, but I'll have to take something. Okay, that's a better version of the tentacle worm. Okay, so got plenty of this. Let's up my brain capacity by 1. And then critical chance. Yeah, so my critical chance is currently 0. So this now might actually work well in my favor. So this one activates on critical hits. So now my critical hit's gone up. Let's swap out this guy for this guy. Who does damage 9, damage 11. It does 26 damage. This is like the same but way better. Okay, and let's put this guy. Yes, let's put this guy in here. I've still got 1 slot left, so let's see how we can do this. Do I have any more blue damage? I don't have any more that's going to be better than what I've got in there. What about if I put... Is this does like the... Launch a short range attack in front of you in a range attack in a circle in front of you when activated. Okay, let's swap out this guy for this guy. Let's see how much difference this makes. Oh, wait, hang on. I just realized we've got this guy. Let's put you here. Oh, no. Wait, no, that's not going to work, is it? Let's put you here instead. And then it gives me 1 more slot up the front here, and I can then put this into... For in a bit. Okay. Let's see how this has changed things. Well, my attacks are going off, and this definitely looks better already. So my spinning circle things are firing slightly differently now. But they do seem to be a bit more localized, which is probably a good thing. And when the things kick off, it goes mental. Oh yeah. This is fun. I bet the chains get absolutely ridiculous once you start pushing past the earlier stages and when you've unlocked some new upgrades. Hopefully I'll get something on my once I clear wave 10, which I haven't done yet. Oh shit. And that doesn't help you clear wave 10. I might take another might take some health upgrades and things. Ooh, fuck. I don't know if you heal after every round. I hope so. Doesn't say that you do, but doesn't say that you don't either. Right. Okay, spine of the chimpanzee. Not bad. Okay. Another spine of the chimpanzee. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, what's my culture like? Okay, so HP up 1, yes. Brain up. I don't know what additional brain per level. I don't know what that means, but I'll do it anyway. Movement speed, yes. Okay, so let's drop in this into here. Did I pick up something that would be a bit better than this guy? So I've now got a double. This guy does frequency is quick, efficiency is low. This one's efficiency way bigger, but activation is slower. I don't think I want that. I want the nerves to be coming off this. I like the nerve build. It looks quite fun. Even though efficiency is absolute dog shit on these. That's the problem. Oh no. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Because I want to try and get through to at least beat wave 10 fairly quickly. But we'll see. Oh, I mean, just that weapon on its own, that coral thing is pretty fucking good. Look at it. Huge damage. Huge damage, area of effect. It's just melting people. It's what we like to see. Squish, squish, squish. I just stand still for a minute, see if I can grind away this way. So I don't have to do much work. It seems to be that they can't get too close to me. Right, when it gets to like 20 seconds, we'll nip round and grab all that experience. Okay. Go, 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 go. I like that when they get close to me, they get melted even more. Nice. Okay, let's wait here for the last few seconds. Don't want to take any risks. I didn't get any, Ooh, another one of these guys. Yes, please. I've not had that this round yet, but it's not particularly great, but I'll take it. Another one of these. That's kind of good. Okay, so I could do this and have... Oh, that's kind of fun. So I could have you in there and then have another one of these in here. So it's just like pure explosion all over the place kind of carnage. And I could... I don't seem to point... I haven't got enough space to put anything else in there yet, so... How much have we got? 500. Should I get movement speed or HP up? Because I'm coming up on the boss here. Damage. Damage. Double damage. Let's... one more wave after this, so... Alright. Oof. I should probably get back to the middle again, actually. I've got all these bullets flying off. This is great. Alright, let's get back in the middle. I'm not seeing any of those area damage things. I thought that's what the mushrooms were doing. Perhaps they're not triggering because they're not near me enough. Not sure. But I'm doing 100 something damage here. I was only doing like 6 to 9 at the start. Alright, nice. Another little organ there, lovely. Right, so these double XP things, whatever they are, looks like they're worth 40 or as opposed to 1. So that's worthwhile grabbing them when you can. Almost time for the boss wave. Hurry up and die. Not found a single gold upgrade though, which is a little bit annoying. It might be because I didn't pick the rarity buff, which I'll show you once this wave is done. Okay, that's kind of good. Okay, continue. I don't really want that, but whatever. Take that. There you go, there's one. Alright, so go back. Yeah, organ drop rate, organ quality. I should have put some into that. It's too late now on the last wave. Yeah, I should have done that because that would have given me some better pickups. Right, I've got 600. Yes, just drop in a brain capacity for the last round so I can add something on the end here. So this goes with. So if I put in, what should I put in? Something with some big damage, maybe. Something that's fast attack. They're the only ones I've got. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, fast attack. And then let's put in this. Files projectile inactivate. Okay, let's give it a go. I'm maxed out. I'm not going to be able to put anything else in. This should be the boss wave now. So hopefully this thing fires off very quickly once it starts triggering, which it appears to be doing. So hell yeah, let's do it. Oh my god, the bullets are going absolutely insane. Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't lag or crash. But this is awesome. And they're doing quite a lot of damage as well, these little blobs. Okay, yeah, buying that extra organ slot was well worth it for the last round. Here he comes. Right, so the arena suddenly shrinks. So you have like a little bit of a grace period to get in and as much damage as you can before you're trapped in a little box. But to be honest, this is going way better than the last time I did this because I swapped out all my creatures on the last round. Oh, sorry, all my organs. Oh yeah, got them already. Look, there we go. I now still got all this time left. I kind of figured that was be the end of the wave, but perhaps this isn't. Perhaps it carries on. I thought it stopped at 10. I must have misread the thing. Oh well, we'll keep pushing on then. I'm not complaining. It's got me a hell of a lot of cells to purchase some things with. Oh, maybe it is. There you go. Victory. Press any key to continue. Ooh, I've unlocked a gland. And a bladder. So now I'm assuming that means with my collections, I've now got... Let's have a look. I've not unlocked the actual weapons yet, have I? But I've unlocked weapon types now. Progress. Root, bladder, gland. So these are things I haven't unlocked yet, but I will get them very shortly. Awesome. Okay, that's so good. So yeah, thanks for watching this experimental build of this brand new game. I'm going to be definitely doing some more runs very shortly. But so keep an eye out for it. I'm streaming over on Twitch every week. A couple of days a week at least. Usually 3 or 4 days, but we'll see how things go. I'm still going to be pumping out all my roguelite videos, and I've still got my Silent Hill run to finish on this. So there's plenty of content going out in all different directions. So If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.